Hi, my name is Valchar, and I'm Caucasian.
How do you reply to comments about white privilege? What do you think about white privilege and do you think you have it?
I usually respond to comments about white privilege as saying that mostly they're true, and they're still mostly applicable to our society today. And what was the second part again? Sorry.
What do you think about white privilege? Do you think you have it?
I definitely think that white privilege is seen today through our society. I think I do have it. I think a lot of times our voices are heard more often, our stories are told more often, and the portrayal of minorities in our society are skewed because of white privilege. And I hope to use my white privilege to benefit minorities in the sense of giving them their voice and letting their stories be heard rather than, using it to hurt others. And I hope to change it so that it's equal for everybody.
Do you ever feel like people of color have the immediate connotation that because you are white, you may look down on them?
I'm sure that because of just not necessarily stereotypes, but the generalization that a lot of white people are the same way. I think a lot of people of color do assume that we're gonna look down on them, and so a lot of white people still today will change the way they speak and will almost dumb down their language in order to talk with people of color, especially if they assume that they don't speak English. So that's probably the best example of that.
Do you agree that many racist whites have created a bad reputation for white people?
I do agree. I think that they have a lot of radicals and a lot of racist white people in our society have taken up the media coverage, and their stories have been shared more than the stories of people minding their own business and doing their part in society. And I think it's our job as people who are fighting for equality and social justice to overpower those stories and right their wrongs.
How do you show love towards people of color?
I show love towards people of color by a lot of white people say, I don't see color, I just see the person. And I choose to take a different stance on that. I choose to see their color and everything that is encompassed by that, and like their culture and their different lifestyle. And I choose to appreciate that and listen to them as though, treat them as though I want to be treated. And I want to take in and understand everything they are as a person, including their skin type, their skin color, and I just want them to feel that they're heard and appreciated as I would want to be.
Why do most of you not realize that you are privileged?
Well, I think we just grow up with the idea that we can achieve everything that we want to achieve, and we can accomplish everything that we set out to be, or that we want to do, because there's the underlying white privilege in how we succeed. And so until we open our eyes and we realize what actually is going on in our world, we just live with what we're used to, and we stay ignorant to reality.
Do you enjoy being white?
Sure. I mean, I enjoy myself, and part of my identity is being Caucasian, so I guess I can say that I enjoy being white. But yeah.
Do you feel you have any advantages over minorities? If so, what are some advantages?
Well, because of some of the white privilege that is still prevalent in our society, I obviously have opportunities and access to resources, and a lack of discrimination and prejudice, and specifically the workplace. So because of my skin tone, I'm more likely to get job positions and a higher salary and everything that comes along with that, because of my skin tone. And probably the biggest difference and the biggest advantage.